Good morning. It's actually my sister's birthday today, and it's right after 9 o'clock. And I did my duties with the doggy, and I made some oatmeal. Coffee's always the first thing. I don't know about you guys, but coffee's first. And I ran out of cinnamon. I had some maple syrup, so that was cool. Maple syrup is like good and natural. I've been putting it in my coffee too, like when it's organic instead of like too much sugar recently, because I have been eating a lot of sugar and desserts and stuff. But we ran out of cinnamon, and we happen to have cloves, like the powder from the cloves. And I did not know how good it is for you. I've had some concerns that I've had like parasites before and stuff like that, because I've had like some infections over the past few years, and supposedly it's supposed to really help with that. So, and it tastes pretty good when you don't overdo it. You don't want to overdo the cloves, you guys, because it's like, yeah, I think it's medicinally, don't overdo it, and the taste. But cinnamon, I usually like. I love cinnamon, but I don't have any. So, all that just to say, I've been listening to one of my favorite podcast called Honey Do Me. Yes, it's like a sex podcast. It's like a sexuality podcast, because sometimes they talk about just affection and like loving your partner and, breaking up, new partner, this kind of stuff, like relationship and love stuff, but most of it is sex. So I won't go into the details of all their different episodes. You can check it out yourself. They're just the best, because they invite experts on, and they're just like keeping it so real and asking all their questions that they want to know. But I'm listening to one, and I won't even give you the name of the expert and all that. Like, you guys can look it up for yourself. But it's like the power of PDA in the summertime, something like that. It's one of the more recent episodes. And even if it's not something I'm interested in or I have questions in, I'm like, whatever, that's not. I just like listening to it. It doesn't matter. Even if I think I know everything about everything, it really doesn't matter. I just love listening to them. But I thought about it, and I was like, how many people out there like really don't like PDA? And if you don't know what PDA stands for, it's public displays of affection, and we're talking about in a romantic relationship. We're not talking about hugging your family and stuff like that. Okay, we're talking about like more than a long hug. We're talking about like longer kisses, or like if you end up making out in public, or just all kinds of stuff. Let's say you're dancing and you're out and you're on a date, and all of a sudden like things take a turn, and are you like lost in the moment and enjoying it, or are you like, I have to behave, I'm in public? Like, does one partner feel different than the other, and so you just like have to go with the one who doesn't want to, or who wants to, that kind of thing. I'm just curious, because it's hilarious to me. It's like a question now that we're older, like adult relationships, because I swear, when everybody was younger and you had like a boyfriend or girlfriend in middle school, or like you couldn't drive yet or whatever, I mean, we were sneaking around the classrooms. Like, we used to have like portables for like some of our classrooms, because they didn't have enough space in the building, I guess. And we would like go around the portable and like hide from everybody and like make out. Or, you would be so creative and like resourceful to find even just like a moment to connect. And it would a lot of times be in public, what we would call public, going to the movie theater. I will admit, the first time I saw Titanic, I really didn't see it, because fill in the blank. But it's a really good movie, you guys. I was like 12 when it came out, 12 or 13. So you can just put your little creative imagination there. But like, where else? Like, I couldn't drive, wasn't inviting a boy over, this kind of stuff. And I guess that's when I had like, you're playing boyfriend, you're playing pretend, but you have a crush on someone, so you're trying as hard as you can to make it as real as you can, right? So I think it was around 12 and 13 when that really was able to start for me. So I don't know about you guys, but isn't that funny? Like, when I was younger, I could care less about PDA. I was doing whatever, because it was all I had. And now you get older, I think I've been more aware over the years but I have learned to really let my hair down. Ironic enough, that is, that I got rid of it. But you know, like, just getting more comfortable in my skin, my sexuality, with other people, like just being more honest with a partner, just, you know, being more emotionally open and physically and all of that. So, but at the same time, like, I have respect as well. Like, if I saw somebody was, I might be like, hey, let's go around this corner and like continue over here. Like, it's like I'm not trying to put a damper on what expressing myself and like what I'm in the moment, but also I'm not doing it on purpose to get like attention. I've heard someone on the podcast said that about like celebrities, like were the celebrities they were talking about, they're like popular for PDA, you know, when they're like outlandish relationships. Like, it was, oh my god, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox, there we go. And that was one of the examples, and it just makes me smile because I'm like, dude, if people are super attracted to each other or super in love, whatever it is, I'm like, it doesn't bother me one bit. I'm like, more power to you. And I think for me, that might be the edge pusher. It's like, how attracted to this person am I, and how much in love and all that kind of stuff. It probably would just push me over the edge. So I think that's for me. And I'm not saying that's for everybody, whether that's how they make their decision on PDA or not. I know I've seen, not just women, but I've seen a lot of men in particular, like, I think it's the tough guy thing. Like, you don't want to be like, just letting it all hang out. Like, your guy friends can see with your, you know, they like to talk about it, I think, in front of their friends, but they don't like to just like show it. I think that's a thing with a lot of guys. Depending on your maturity level, depending on if you have like bros, you know, or just actual close friends. Like, where are you at on that maturity scale, if you know what I mean. But so many factors, so many thoughts, but let me know what you guys think. These are my morning oatmeal breakfast thoughts as I'm listening. So hope you have a great day.